Hello, everyone. Welcome back, and this will be the last part of Chapter 1. We are once again joined by Lost Without a Trace. We are joined by Scorch Chase.
Hello.
We are joined by Greymane. And we are joined by Morden. And we're joined by Ari. So the gang's all here. And we begin in a dark, dank cave. You manage to, through use of your magic map, find a small hold that you could escape through. The battle that you won the first segment of unfortunately continued for several hours more, and you eventually had no way to survive the conflict aside from trying to find a way to hide and wait for it to blow over. Having already lost, well, pretty much everyone in the rear guard, you managed to find a small cave that you could sneak your way into, and have now settled in here after dusk. You have a short rest in that time, so anything that you could accomplish with a short rest, you have accomplished, including Twiggy making a new short rest recipe. However, even though you have had enough time now to have had a long rest, it's not restful because you never know what's coming around the corner or to the outside of the cave, so you are in fact not at all rested.
Well, Twiggy will call up a bonfire with a cantrip and quickly grill a few things for us. Grilling adds a +1 to all hit dice, 2 hit dice rolls. So the next, we smack things better.
I will pass off my. So I apologize. Is this like right after the situation, or have we had time in between, or what's going on again?
You've had a good amount of time in between. You've had time to process everything that's going on.
But have they had time to heal up?
No.
Then I will pass off my feel good biscuit to Twiggy.
I'm good. I had the other. I did not give you my last one. I'm fine.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yes.
How about you, Morton?
Luther is hurt, but he has not actually eaten his biscuit yet either. The biscuit is, what was it, a D8 with
It is
advantage?
a D8, but as we are, if you use your if the way that we're doing potions is if you do it as a free action, you have to roll. If you do it spending your attack action, you roll with advantage. If you use it during a non-initiative situation like now, you just get full. So if you eat the biscuit now, you will get a full 8 points.
Gotcha. Yeah, he would eat the biscuit now.
And there you go. 8 points of biscuit. So, the three of you are in a small cave. It looks like the small lit cave that you see in front of you.
I would like to do a religious check to know if I know what the big white thing was.
Sure. Go for it.
Nope.
I was about to say I'll take another shot at it if I can. But I would like to see her result first. Never
No.
I
mind.
know all about it.
Don't need to.
You critically succeed and know that that being is a bone devil.
Yeah, bone devil. They're not nice. They
Noticed.
they like skeletons on the outside, and they will do the best to make sure your skeleton's on the outside. And Captain was over there.
Yeah, it is way above your pay grade.
And Van was over there.
Is the stuff on the ground over here actually on the ground, or is this just?
There is something on the ground, but it's not the coins you think it is. It's a weird, very soft, almost like soapstone material. And it smells almost like sulfur.
Yum.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, the water seems to be clean.
Gotcha. Any way to identify what the stones are?
Sure.
Sounds like a nature check to me.
I will allow you to roll either nature or religion.
I am trained in neither, so I automatically have no idea what these are.
Okay.
I'll give it a go. Nature check.
It is brimstone.
Brimstone. Smell like eggs when they go bad. Brimstone.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is a
that explains
naturally
the salt.
occurring extraplanar material.
So something here possibly went the poof.
Possibly.
I mean, the stuff that I was stabbing was turning to ash and disappearing.
Bigger devils when they go the poof. It is the brimstone.
So,
Real quick, how long have we been sitting here?
about 2 hours.
Can I, during that time, have ritual casted detect magic?
Sure.
So anywhere within 30 feet, if there is magic, it will glow.
There you actually are getting something glowing, believe it or not, under the rock that is in the water.
I will go over. Kind of, my strength is not great, so I kind of like struggle a little bit depending on the size, but I able push it aside. And what is there?
Under the you're trying to move the rock, and you can kind of only get your hands under it.
Okay.
But from your fingertips, you detect something under the rock. Something almost feels leathery
Okay. I'll.
and square angled.
Okay. Luther, can you help me with this rock? I think there's something under it.
Sure. I can try and help. So he'll try and hold it up if he can while
You manage
Ash
to
takes under.
you manage to, between the two of you, pry up the stone, and you find buried under the stone a large leather-bound book.
I will pick up the book and flip through the pages. Is it empty or is it?
It in fact has an arcane script in it.
Okay.
Ooh, what's it say?
I'm assuming I recognize this almost similar to what I carry,
Yes.
just fancier.
Yep.
This looks like a spell book.
I got one of those. It's a cookbook.
Everyone give me a perception check.
By the way, I will do that. Hold on. You said perception?
Yes. Ironically, Gray.
knows all things.
So
Twiggy knows all.
Twiggy knows all. You hear a scraping sound coming through the mouth of the cave.
Company.
Do you say that out loud? Because I don't
do.
notice it.
I say company, and I am aggressively moving towards the door. Not far, but
Twiggy, wait a second.
I will back up a bit more into the water.
Okay.
I hear they're talking correct.
Yep.
Twiggy.
Fine. That is the company?
The astute of you in chat or watching on YouTube will notice that this character card no longer says level 3 elf.
Ba ba bum.
And you alone? You got captain?
I'm alone.
You woke up, such as it were, about 15 minutes ago. The only way you were able to find where they were was basically using your dim vision. You were kind of able to follow some tracks leaving the battlefield and managed to find the cave.
I am the only greenery this place has seen for miles. All you had to do is follow the leaf trail. Not hard.
To be fair, yes.
Man! Bone dragon!
It hurt.
Yeah!
A lot.
I'm looking you over. I've got like one hand on you, and I'm like, you've got holes in your armor in the things. I'm like, you need the boo boo biscuit.
He has some holes in the him in the things too.
Does that? I mean, we never really met.
We
Yeah,
never really we didn't interact with him much, but
right. So do we
But
recognize him
you
at
know,
all? Does it?
You recognize him from having seen him around the last couple days.
right.
You
Most
still have biscuit?
most importantly, you know for a fact that he got skewered to death.
And that's what I was about to say. Does that ring anything where
He's
we're like
very
what's
clearly
going on?
deceased. Was very clearly deceased.
That was actually about to be my question. Does he still look like he has the hole in his chest, and is he not bleeding still?
There is still a hole in his chest. He is not bleeding.
Is my detect magic going off like a bell on him?
It is not going off at all.
Okay.
I don't think this is normal.
I will grab out my healing biscuit and offer it
Do I know anything about what he is?
to Van.
Make an Arcana roll.
Would I be able to do so as well?
Yes.
I don't really need to, but let's see what I get.
So I do take the biscuit and that is offered and eat it.
Okay. You heal 8 hit points. Ari, you know that he is no longer an elf. He looks like an elf. He walks like an elf. He talks like an elf. He has some elven properties, but he is in fact an ex-elf. He is what is called a dustborn. He is not alive, not dead, and not undead. He is a state other than those three.
Oh,
Nice.
hey.
I'm sorry, did you want to say something else? Second?
Well, before you say anything else,
Yeah.
in the middle of the cave, there is about to be a blindingly brilliant flash of light.
That was what. It's funny because I was actually just about to tell you I was going to try and move forward to keep an eye on the mouth. But that's ain't going to happen now.
Yeah, I slumped down against the wall. I'm not feeling too well.
Right there! And the frying pan goes up to shield the eyes. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. Book comes up, blocking the eyes.
What you see before you is everybody make a religion check. You don't need to be skilled for this one. It's common knowledge.
Oops.
Do I need to?
No, you know what you are.
No, I need you to roll just to make sure you know what's going on.
No,
Okay, sure.
I got scared out of knowing anything.
You did get scared out of knowing anything. The rest of you recognize that in the middle of the room has appeared a diva, a celestial entity.
He's a dustborn.
Huh?
I'm not the bunny.
Who are you?
You recognize the voice.
Oh God, is that what's in my head?
Yes, except it's not
Yep.
in your head anymore. It's in front of you.
Okay.
So did you really just ask that?
Wait, do you know what a dustborn is?
I think that's bunnies.
Never
I've
heard,
heard of those too, but I don't think that this is a dust bunny on steroids.
No, it's bad.
Luther,
Not undead, if that's what you're concerned about.
Luther,
Yes,
her voice has been in my head before. And I'm like,
kind of like when you're talking to me
yeah,
and you were telling me
Yeah.
to wake up and okay.
yeah. And that says like
So
that
not
where
as
I'm like
disturbing.
whispering, but like really like loud enough that everyone in the thing can hear it.
Right.
And you're being super.
You're whispering
obvious
in that
about
way
this.
where she can obviously hear what you're whispering.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Luther points it out, you're whispering and it's being super obvious.
Ah, shit. Okay. Hi.
Since you've already been, talking to him in his head, you're probably well aware. He doesn't mean bad by this stuff, but he is not the most socially adept.
Are you finished?
I hope not. I'm still alive.
Definitely one up to me.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I'd play you a requiem, but I don't know where my bowstrings are.
Dustborn are not undead, nor are they dead, nor are they alive. Fascinating, isn't it? He's not one of them.
One of what? Meaning,
When you were fighting, were you paying attention? Is that the problem? You haven't been paying attention this whole time. Do you not know how bad the situation is?
I don't.
Bad. We have over 1,000 dead just outside the mouth of the cave. Pretty much everything got the butts that are handed to us. So much for the push and the boat dragon. Yeah,
Yes, I
bad.
noticed. How many times have I told you, Cassidius, you're not doing enough?
I mean, I can only do as much as I can.
This invasion needs to be stopped. And you're
So-
resting in a cave.
I'm gonna kneel down next to.
Cass,
Go ahead.
what's going on, buddy? I know that you apparently been hearing her, but in your head, but you're talking like you know her a little bit more than you just suddenly started hearing her.
You know the not enough. That
Yeah.
was her. Now I don't know why. I don't know what caused it. But that was her.
Because there are thousands of devils out there killing your people. And they'll keep killing them. And then they'll find some other people to kill. Unless you find a way to stop them.
That was the idea of the big push. Obviously, they're not pushing hard enough. Don't know if
Obviously.
it's any
Well,
harder is able to be pushed.
I mean, I'm not sure what to do with this particular piece of information. So does that mean you kind of been walking around with her in your head, or is this a situation of she just suddenly started talking to you, or has this been all the time, Cass?
That
Do I have to worry about every time we've had a conversation, we've always had a third wheel?
that I will actually have to pass on to the DM. How long has this been going on?
Most of your life, but like not nearly to the same degree. Usually, just visions, individual words. Like you've never had someone actually,
Like,
pop
have a
up and appear in front
conversation.
of you, and tell
So,
you that
like-
you're a slacker.
I mean, I have dreams every once in a while. I just assumed it was like my brain going fast and just exploring things, but then sometimes it would be like things felt like I've seen them before type of thing, and then I would be like, oh, deja vu type of thing, but I've always been just like missing a piece out of all the information, and then like every once in a while I'd hear a voice, but then I just again thought, oh, I'm just tired, but apparently not. But yeah, this kind of been my whole life.
Lovely.
And you never even understood. No wonder.
It sounds
Don't
like someone
worry.
didn't do a really
Sounds-
good job of explaining.
Don't worry, Cassidy's. There have been several before you, and they didn't do enough either. That's why they're still here.
It sounds like we're having you're having a minor problem with someone either not giving enough information or the information getting garbled on transition.
That's how it works. Except obviously it isn't working. So I had to try something else. So, what's your plans now? How are you going to stop them now? Did you even know that was coming when you broke through the gate?
Nope.
I don't think anyone could have known that was
You
coming.
were not prepared. Didn't I try to warn you?
How does saying not enough in someone's head help stop an entire army?
Don't you remember having nightmares?
Okay, then I'm seen as a lunatic. By the way, this is important. I'm gonna point to Van.
Mhm.
Do you want to go by Van, or how do you want to go by? What is you said it's Venwith? Is how you say your name?
Van would be fine. Van,
Ven.
OF.
Okay. How and he's gonna like flip open his book, like completely, almost not sidetracking completely, but just like his brain has a new focus of this has never been seen before. This has never been experienced before, as far as I know. I need to start writing, and he's gonna be like, "How do you feel?
And we lost him for
Do
a
you
couple
feel
minutes.
tall? Do you feel shorter? Are you missing something?" And I'm just like going into all these, like, I'm prying for all the information of how you feel, what it's like. Did you see death? Did you like, what is all this that happened?
Whew. Well,
Well, yeah, okay. Let's start with one. Do you feel better after eating the biscuit?
Ah, finally, a
Hmm.
practical question.
Oh, I don't feel worse.
Can
That's
I?
nice.
So we all saw that he had a hole in his chest, correct?
Yeah.
Has the hole changed any after eating said biscuit?
I mean, he has less holes in him, but
He does have less holes.
Yeah.
Dan, is there
Okay.
more I can disseminate about these things?
I mean, Ari, you know that Dustborn are an odd state, but he does have a metabolism. He is healed
He heals
normally. Yeah.
Essentially, he heals normally and is mostly damaged normally.
Yes.
He heals normally. We get injured the same way as before.
Did you die?
Oh, he's well, he's not dead exactly, but he's not still alive either. He
So,
probably
like-
doesn't remember much.
You closed your eyes because you got stabbed, and then you opened your eyes and you're back here. Nothing in between. Just like you fell asleep.
Cass, he got more than a little stab. Don't you
Yeah.
remember him
I mean,
getting
true,
used as
true.
a mace on a couple of people?
Yes, unfortunately. By the way, how did it feel like? Well, you were unconscious. Never mind, you didn't feel that part.
He wasn't unconscious. It was
hurt.
past unconscious.
But like, yeah, true. So you probably didn't feel it one way or another. But how so there was nothing in between, no feeling, like you didn't feel being flung around like a rag doll on a skewer.
I felt the impacts. I heard the armor. I heard the screech. And then there was a whole lot of pain. And then I woke up.
Are you still in pain?
Not exactly.
I mean,
I'm gonna-
you still have a lot of injuries, but like nothing.
Yeah.
You've been worse.
I'm gonna like slowly reach out, like I'm gonna touch him,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna if he doesn't stop me, I'm just gonna poke. Does that hurt?
Were you poking him in the armor, in the squishy bits?
At the
or in the
moment,
leaky
just like
bits?
at the moment, just like on the arm that's not like a hole. First, we're starting with a baseline, then we'll go from there.
Cass, is this really the best time for this?
But like, it's fresh. Like,
I know it's fresh, but don't you have a celestial winged person behind you, kind of?
yeah, you're right.
Slightly.
We'll talk about this later. I apologize.
I'm keeping my perception checks out for anything else breaching secret entrance here.
Not yet.
I
Yet being an operative word, but not yet.
Yeah.
Cass, have your conversation with your telepathic partner. I don't know what to call you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go keep an eye out.
Adaya. My
Bless
name
you.
is Adaya.
Adaya? Is that how you said it? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So have your conversation with Adaya, and I'm gonna go make sure that they don't sneak up on us, and hopefully this doesn't get any more awkward. Okay, bye.
Bless you.
You can't wait here forever.
I am
You're going to
coming over to
have
this
to-
rock and going to stealth and try and keep an eye out
Okay.
around us.
You can't wait here forever. You're going to have to make a move.
Okay, what do you recommend then?
Destroying them. Was I not making that clear?
So, are you here to help then? Or are you just here to lecture?
A very interesting question. What are you going to do?
Well, right now we're going to sit in the cave until it's no longer the dark outside, because needing to live till dawn. Good.
Is that a thing that's going to happen, DM? Or is it just going to stay dark?
I mean, there will be a dawn. We'll see what happens when that happens, but like the clock will hit morning eventually.
So is it like pitch black out right now?
It's
Like
nighttime out now.
midnight type of thing?
Yeah.
Officially nighttime.
It's nighttime now.
Can I send out Echo, go into Echo's vision
Sure.
or lack thereof, and just see, like, because it doesn't matter if it's dark out for Echo, like, can I see, has it calmed down at least, or is there, like, is now it flooded with enemies?
Well, let me drop, since I don't know how to actually have you look through your familiar's eyes. Let me.
So
drop,
if you,
okay.
I can see,
Okay.
kind of, maybe not. Hold on, I might be able to do this one.
Couldn't.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. So maybe I'm incorrect.
I was about to say, couldn't you just add Echo as a something that he can control?
He
So
already
it
can.
is, but for some reason the vision is not something that's working. Because you've already given it dim vision.
Try that.
Yep, that works.
Yep. An
So it's just a
entire
bunch
field of
dead
bodies.
people.
Yay,
But there's nothing moving. There's no demons or devils walking around at this moment.
At
right?
this
It's
moment,
just
no.
piles
Hey.
of bodies.
At this moment, piles of bodies, and you see Luther hiding by the stone, literally scanning around and doing his best not to look at the bodies.
Okay. Okay.
You'll
then-
notice that all of the bodies even have either blue outfits or green outfits. I mean, some of them look kind of red, but that's not what color those started. So.
Okay, then seeing that, I'd bring Echo back in and just like come out of Echo's eyes and just there's nothing moving out there right now. It's just piles and piles of death.
That outside scene is at the far gate, right?
What's that? I'm sorry.
That outside scene, that is at the gate from when they open the gate, correct?
Well, that's we're not at the gate. That's the pass, but that's all
Oh,
the
that's at the
slaughter
pass.
from
Yeah, it's a battlefield we just tucked ourselves away from.
yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't here the whole time, so I don't know where we are on the map.
No.
They cracked open the gate, but they haven't passed through the gate yet. They're just still in the pass.
Okay. But there's not still stuff pouring out, is what they're saying. At the
No,
moment.
seems to have died down a bit.
Okay.
Much like Greymane died
Yeah.
down a bit.
We were the back end of everything. Everyone else that we have come with here that we know of, dead. We can go out, we can try to pick people up. If there's anyone else alive out there. Kind of
There
going
is
slow.
no picking up what's out there.
Okay? And
There's
then
nothing live.
the only people nearby, maybe, who is out there, would be with the forward parties. Maybe?
I think we have two choices. We either try and move forward and complete what we were intending, or we turn around and go back. If we go back, my only thought would be to try and get more to still complete the mission, but I don't know if we have more to do. That was not a small force.
If we move back, then that just, as you like, agreeing with you, I don't think there's another army to send, and if we move back, then they just retake what took us. And DM help me remember, because Cass would remember, but I don't.
Okay.
How long did it take us to go from our side to their side?
128 years.
So it would, if we go back, then they can just retake what took us 128 years to take. If we can push forward, then maybe we can find what's going on, and he'll kind of grab the bag and figure things out as we go.
I think you think too big. Right now, we need more peoples. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointing at Ari's diva, going maybe 5. 5 of us out here, not going to survive at all.
Does
We
does
must
he
find other.
does he still
I don't
count
know
as a
about
person?
that. Yes, he still counts as a person.
Are you sure? Okay, yeah.
Yes, he still counts as a person. I don't want to think of him any other way.
We go forward, probably going to find some peoples. Alive peoples, dead peoples, don't know, but peoples. Backwards, with the rest of the army and all the supplies, it took us, 4 days to just get here. It would take a very long time and be very easy pickings to go in the back.
Without
Right.
anybody, yeah.
That was one thing I was going to point out. We clearly lost this fight, and they probably kept going forward. So we probably will have to push through a line to get through. Now, moving forward is not necessarily safer, but it's easier to hide 5 people than it is to hide an army. And Twiggy, you seem to know how to cook. I'm pretty sure we could find stuff to keep you with, ingredients if we have to.
Oh, I can find my own ingredients. Where the heck do you think half the food this army ate got from? No, Twiggy found that.
I can believe it. So of
So
the
we
two,
are us. But yeah, I say for first, go wait for morning. Devils like the dark. Come back at night. They come back at night, but give me a chance to do more cooking, make more boo boo biscuits. In the morning, go to the gate.
so I agree. I would love to have more of your boo boo biscuits, just because just as a safety precaution. I can try and sneak towards the gate ahead of us and see how not defended it is per se, because unfortunately I almost feel like those things were breaking out more than us breaking in. But I can
I
see.
suggest
Yes.
that you all decide what intel you would most hope for before moving forward, as I assume you're going to do.
Are you doing your thing? Ari?
I intend to, yes.
Okay.
I want to give them a second to think about it.
Okay. Just let me know when you activate it.
So
It's Adela, correct? I'm sorry. This is more nasty.
Daya.
Yeah. Sorry, Luther wouldn't
Okay.
screw up your name at this point.
Gotcha.
Morden is terrible with names, so
I
I
know.
have to.
It's written on the toggle over to the screen.
Morden, I keep trying to call your character
I
Gray,
keep toggling to the screen.
and I'm like, first off, it's not Gray. Second off, that's a different player.
Diane. My problem with making the choice right now is I don't have information about what's going forward. I don't know if any of us do.
Exactly
The-
my
the-
point.
That would be
You
why I
need
was.
to stop this invasion.
We're the ones doing the invading. We should
Right.
just stop.
Well, no, she's referring to the things that just came out from the other side of the wall and had
Oh, the big
fun.
red dawn
An
invasion.
invasion. They don't
Yes.
belong here.
No, they don't. That was why I was making the suggestion for me to sneak forward. I, as Cass can probably attest, that I can be rather sneaky if I need to be. I
Yes,
can
yes.
see what's going on and then come back and give us a better idea.
You're very
So we
sneaky.
just need a little bit of
Want to
time.
know, though, want to know, is there anyone else from our units who are alive?
Like while we were traveling, I noticed caves along the route, just like this one. But I don't think we're gonna find anybody going back.
Echo
At
did
least-
not sense anybody alive when he went outside.
Hopefully,
No
No,
one
not
moved.
just out here, but I meant between like
Well,
us and
yes.
the gate.
That's what. So right outside, we're pretty close to the gate, aren't we? Second.
Yes.
Right.
Couple 100 meters at the most. You could
So-
see it from here if it wasn't for the fact that it's nighttime.
So from
Mm-hmm.
when Echo flew out, there wasn't anything moving.
Right.
So
I did not see
unless
or
they
hear
went
anything when I went out.
backwards. Yeah, unless they went backwards or hid in a different cave that Echo didn't see. I think we're alone at this point. Unless we either push forward or push back.
Is there
Right.
anything dangerous between us and the gate?
Van, you've been fairly quiet. Do you have an opinion?
We almost have to assume tactically we've been cut off. There'd be no reason for them to stop the advance if they've decimated us.
Think
Yes.
faster.
So
I say we push forward.
Activate channel divinity.
As she uses in her ability, this happens, and you see
Nice.
a large, green-skinned, and radiating positive energy, of course, being large, like game large, like
Game large.
almost 10 feet
Okay.
tall, large being appear.
Oh,
It's
goody.
a big dude in green with a big sword.
Santa Claus.
Well,
what
this just got
is that?
interesting. I think she brought a friend.
Do you want to say Dan?
This is not where I expected to be standing. That voice wasn't right. There we go. This is not where I expected to be standing.
Indeed.